So that was weird. I've been feeling a lot of peace internally for the past few days. I've been doing a couple of things that have kept me very grounded. Since I will be traveling tomorrow, no wait, I'm traveling today to Vancouver. I wanted to share these grounding techniques and show you guys that even when you travel, you can still stay grounded. It's quite an art, and it takes some time to get a grip of how to stay in the moment, because the secret is when you're actually living in the present moment, you don't think about the past or the future, so you're not going to start feeling homesick, you're not going to start feeling frazzled in your brain. Even when you're not traveling, these are some techniques you can always use. So let's get into it. Mornings are the anchor of your day, so be intentional right when you wake up. This is something that I have been doing for maybe about a year now, but I wake up and I randomly start doing like yoga sequences. And if you're wondering, well, where did she learn the yoga sequences? I literally just do whatever my body feels like doing, and I've done a few yoga classes here and there, just at like the local studio. And then from there, I literally just take what I need to do in the morning and I just do it. And this is simply called like listening to your body and just being intuitive. So every single morning I just stretch, and typically when you wake up in the morning, everyone feels like they need to stretch. So stretch out whatever you feel like you need to stretch. And then I like to also go into a period where I'm meditating after for like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. It's just a good grounding technique for me, and this video is about grounding techniques, so obviously I'm gonna share that. The next thing I do is I start making breakfast, but I make a very light breakfast. I actually learned this from Vipassana, so you're not actually supposed to eat until you're full. You have to eat until you're like almost full, so like 3/4 full, and that is how you have energy throughout the day to do the things that you want to do. And also, of course, hydration. I know these sound really basic, but these are really good grounding techniques. Before leaving and traveling, I like to be more aware of what I'm doing and actually feel the sensations of my whole body while I'm performing that one task. I actually learned this in Vipassana. Essentially, you're supposed to do like a body scan. All you do is observe and feel the sensations, and you don't judge yourself for having them. You're very equanimous. So you don't try to like not have one sensation over the other, or you don't prefer to have one over the other. It's just like a third person observing what you're doing. And I like to do this a lot before traveling. It sets the momentum for the type of mentality that I'm going to have when traveling, because naturally when we travel, there are random things that pop up that may cause us stress. It is in those moments that it's even more important to be aware of the bodily sensations and being the present moment, because every problem has a solution. What our brain tends to do is just spiral, and once we start spiraling, the solution is nowhere to be found. Right now I'm just making eggs, making tea, and just gonna be in the present moment and probably start packing a little bit. Ready to go. Look at how big my backpack is, guys. This is what I was carrying when I was in Europe the whole time. It's so big, but this is how you travel on a budget. Not that it really matters right now, because I'm just going to Vancouver for a few days. I'm a pro traveler now. Another grounding technique of mine is just comfort food, and for me, comfort is in warm beverages, preferably warm beverages that do not cost $8 from a coffee shop because you added in an oat milk. But yeah, so I'm just making tea from home. Indian masala cha slaps. Made it to Vancouver! Home, honestly. I'm not even gonna call it second home. I'm gonna call it home. Guys, do not go on your phone first thing in the morning. I promise you this is like one of the best grounding techniques, because your phone will just take away your attention first thing in the morning. And as I already talked, the morning is for meditation and grounding, yada yada yada. Morning. Last night it was thunderstorming so hard. Adbud and I left the window open, so we heard it all. And this is the forecast that's like rainy and gloomy, but for some reason this forecast is my favorite forecast. There's something about like being outside when it's raining that makes me feel very grounded, makes me feel more connected to nature. Like it's just easier to meditate. And I know this is like opposite of what a lot of people say, like, oh, you know, gloomy weather makes you depressed, all this stuff. And I agree, like I don't want only gloomy weather, but if 60 to 70% of my days could be gloomy, I think that'd be the perfect balance for me. So what? Does this mean I should move to Vancouver? Manifesting. We'll see. I'm like really bad for this, but my Chota nanny reads a lot of books and I love all the books she reads and I end up taking them. I do return them. I snuck this upstairs yesterday. I was reading this last night. It's called Heaven Called My Name and it's essentially just about spirituality because everything I read is about spirituality.
And of course, get your ass outside. I am so serious about this. Even if it's for 2-3 minutes, you just want to gaze into the distance, do it. I'm serious, do it, because it's so freaking important to be outside and breathe the air outside and just connect with nature.
Oh my god, it's my favorite weather.
We just sounded the police. We got CarPlay again.
Hey! I can't give you a high five because look.
Bro, why is it so cool?
Anyways, I'm really happy that it's raining. I'm trying to find a cool book. Can you find a cool book? Grounding techniques, guys. Grounding. Okay. No, actually, the grounding technique is just being outside in nature. Let's go. Or dancing in nature. Skills. I want to talk to the camera completely. I don't know if you guys can hear like the titter-tatter. It sounds so good. And then like just noticing the trees and the plants and just like, I don't know, just playing around with them. You just feel like very in the present moment. Grounding techniques, guys. Hi guys. Today I actually fell apart. My cousin was sleeping over and we caught up on a lot of things. We fell asleep really late, like 3. I felt like I was back in high school again, having like an all-nighter with my cousin like we used to, which was very, very cute. But yeah, it threw me off and I woke up at like 11:30, 11:45 and I felt like I wasn't well rested. And then we're gonna go to this park right now, so I'll get recharged by energy. I didn't get the chance to like meditate today or do any of my grounding techniques and I do feel a little bit frazzled, but sometimes when you're traveling, shit like this can happen. My go-to is just literally being in the present moment wherever I can be. It's more of like a mindset thing because it doesn't always have to look the same way. This is also me telling myself this because I always think that like if I don't meditate or if I don't do yoga every single day, then like I kind of like failed at my grounding techniques. This is a moment of transparency. Back to the video.
Really can't.
Because the trees and stuff?
Yeah. Are you taking a video?
What are you doing?
She's vibing. I work out. Just kidding.
Pharrell.
Can you stop?
You are. You are a tree hugger.
He's secretly a tree hugger.
I just got asked if I want some. Oh my gosh, this is so zoomed in. Just a casual day, sitting in the rain, meditating, getting my husband, I cannot believe I'm saying that now, my husband to make me tulsi tea. And if you didn't think that wasn't perfect, reading my book. Giving good vibes to you guys through the screen, like always. This is what I will say about grounding techniques. You do them so often that they suddenly become part of you. You don't even think about them anymore. You just do things that make you feel good. Things start to gravitate towards you that make you feel good too, because you're now aware of what makes you feel good. Things are always harder at the beginning of every journey. Then they get easier because the universe sees that you're putting in the effort. And so the universe is like, hey, let's see how much effort you put in, and you put in a lot of effort, you're versus like, okay, you know what, this bitch probably really wants this. A peaceful state of mind is attainable by everyone. Yes, it will require a little bit of effort at all times and even maintenance, but then it becomes part of you. Yes, this is very easy for me to say right now as I'm sitting in the rain. If we all on this planet can figure out what our techniques are, meditation techniques, grounding techniques, not just when traveling, but at any time in life, we will be better people. And if we're better people, we will be nicer to others. And if we're nicer to others, then others will be better people, and the world becomes a better place. If you do enjoy watching videos like this, what was my outro? Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Much love to you all.